A coward dies 1,000 deaths. A soldier dies but once.
Welcome all, this is Blaezer RTW. Hope you are well. I am good. You join me for a 3v3 31k. Yeah, let's check it out. So on our right flank, we have Stinger. He's gone the Seleucids. I've tried to cut out because obviously everyone was miles away and in woods and things, so I've tried to get it to a point where we're close together. So he looks like he's got 5 tight pikes, 2 loose pikes, 2 loose legionaries, 4 or 5 cataphracts, 4 or 5 archers, and then, if my eyes don't deceive me, there's some scythe chariots coming all the way out here on the right. In our centre we have Krateros. I've got a feeling, I didn't check, but I've got a feeling this is directly after the game before. I've got a feeling, but I didn't check before. Okay, so yeah, Krateros, don't think he's got any cav, he's just got a couple of archers, and then the rest of them Spartans. Yep, good. And then me, I've got the V-Lights are still in there. This is their last chance, I think. This is the 3rd time. I'm probably going to have 6 cav and then what I had in the last battle, which is like the rest urbans. And that, so the enemy is Brotherhood member Gladius, he's the Brutii. What's he gone? 2 loose urbans, 8, 9 tight urbans, 6 cav, so something there's going to be nicely upgraded. He's got some archers auxiliary as well. In their centre is Crypto. His cav must be up here somewhere. Yeah, it's behind Spartan commanders. And then he's gone pretty standard, I think, by the look at that. 2, 4, 6, 8. So he's just gone 10 infantry there. He might have some archers somewhere. I can't see him. You'll probably see him if you're not. Is this them? Oh yeah, there's his archers there. And then Spartan commander over here on the left flank facing up to Stinger. So it should be a good battle. Let's crack on with it. Okay. Yeah, so what I like about Stinger's play, SR's play, is when he is on the flank, he really does make use of that. His archers are always coming out the right. It's just a surprise he hasn't got his cat on it. Just as I say that, his cataphracts are coming up. These guys obviously will know all his tricks and all that. They would have been playing with him for years. So up to this point, I think this is February. I only started playing in June 2017. So whatever that is, 9 months. I have no idea how long everybody else has been playing, because they've all been playing at least longer than me. Peasants there that are being chucked forward. There's a scythe chariots. That's obviously just a threatening posture with them. He'll either look to do that or draw the archers out so that he can shoot the archers from the back. In come the cataphracts to clear out the peasants. Otherwise we're just moving up. My cow's coming out of the trees now. I fancy there's a little bit of a hill there, so I think I'm going to rush up and try and sit somewhere up here. I don't think there's too much in it, but there we go. Yeah, you can see Stinger's moving all of his cavalry out to the right with his archers. And yeah, I mean these archers are really there just to soak up arrows from their archers. I think they've got 7 archers all in all. So and we got probably 6 or 7, although Krateros hasn't moved his up at the moment. Okay, right, so there's a little bit of jiggery-pokery going on at the other end by the look of it. They're moving across, probably obviously to cover that gap. You can see that Gladius is sending a few units around in a flanking action. I'm not too worried about that. I'd rather stay in a box on my end. You know, these guys don't want to be flanked, basically, so they'll probably spread their line out in a bit. Or it looks like they're actually going to attack within each other, so yeah, this will be quite interesting. Otherwise, there's not too much going on. It's just a bit of posturing, really. I'm moving up slightly here on the left. These guys are obviously just soaking up all the peeler they can and throwing as much peeler as they can. I'm pushing up. I've decided to be a little bit aggressive there and just move up, set my stall out. So that's pretty much where I'm going to be sat. I don't know, these guys have obviously moved across. In come the Spartans. That's probably why I moved across, so I'm right close to them. That's what you want to be with pikes, covering their flank. So I'm just interested in how other people attack their pikes. You can just see there in the corner what's going on with the infantry. That would be pretty much standard, though I should have really spread that second line out a bit quicker, moved everything up, and peeled his first line of tight units there. You can see Stinger has pulled out his pikes now. He's pulling them out on the right just to face up against the Spartan commander. He's not going to stand a chance, but I think he's just going to act as a you know, like a sort of secondary force to the Spartans that are coming. Yet here they come. So Kratos is moving his lines up slowly but surely. You can see just in the right there, the cataphracts are coming in. Not in a full charge yet. He's going to bring up his pikes. I guess what he wants to do is engage this whole front line and then just ram his cataphracts in. But he needs to obviously watch out because they've got two lots of cav there. I should really be doing something to help him, which I am. I'm starting to pull my infantry up and actually take him out now. So that's pretty good. The cataphracts have gone in there just to wipe out a couple of the units. Right, I've just jiggled my cav about. Again, not a lot going on from my end. Gladius has just done the same. So it's a nice little defence they've set up. He's not really pushing forward his lines though, he's keeping his lines, which is pretty good. Obviously clearing out Testudo's is a bit of a pain. This is quite a key little thing there. You just see he's just sent two Spartans in with my infantry over on the left flank. I think that's one of those little key things that often gets missed, but you know, just keep a note of that. I'm hoping we can keep an eye on all of this. You can see that both of Crypto and Spartan Commander's cav has come in. It's going for the cataphracts, who pulled them out of the way of all the infantry, and then, you know, done back on them. So he's done what the funny enough, what the Romans did to the cataphracts in one of the more recent, you know, late Empire battles, as it were. You can see some units of Urbans have been thrown across, though, so that's a bit, that's just going to throw it in the other, you know, the Reds' favour there, the Julio's favour. Some legionaries, some pikes there coming in, some pikes coming from there. We're not really pushing on their infantry. The Spartans are starting to move forward now, so that's pretty good. They'll start burrowing their way in there. So just keep your eye on that. That's going to be quite a meaty little battle down there. Just in time, Gladius has sent two of his cav in to take a strike at my units there. See these two Spartans I was on about here. Gladius is moving his units up nicely. It's a decent line. He's working the angles, trying to sort of get in on the side. He could really move this guy up, put him at a right angle to the general and push him in there. You can see over here, Gladius has done what I normally do, which is change my target just before they hit, and then it stops them, and then they just sort of trot in there rather than be on a full charge. And let's just go and have a look at what's going on at this end. Just in time, Seleucid General's gone. They're getting overdone, but he's taken out a hell of a lot of that cav. That was two lots 12 lots of cav there. You can see over here it's a bit tit for tat. He's actually completely run through my left there. I think I've got 2 units that are spread out. I've just done what I've said that I do, and this will be at the stage where it really starts annoying me, where I'm changing targets halfway through the charge. I've left my cav in there a bit, pulling my general across. Going to pull that unit across as well. Otherwise, both our lines are pretty thinned out there. There's a pretty good lot of infantry in the middle just doing its thing. Yeah, you can see all the cataphracts have gone. What's that? 4 battle damage units again. So they've probably lost 2/3 of their cavalry there. I've still got not all of mine, but a lot of mine, and Gladius has got a fair bit of his. You can see over here, I like that what Stinger's doing is that he has just left some units out there and just put them on a wide formation just so he can't get flanked easily, just to hold them out. There's a couple of Spartans made their way over there as well, just to put a bit of oomph behind it. He's going to start bringing back some units that are routed off. I've just probably lost a couple of units of cav there, I think, with that hit. Gladius has come through, but he's bottle charging my cav. That's going to allow me to come straight into the back of him. A bit of a side charge, routed out some cav. I think there was a bit of Crypto's cav in there as well, so that's pretty decent. We've completely wiped up that side. Now there's one of those units of Spartans over there. So yeah, you can see he's done really. That's that's good stuff. That is. Otherwise, those units would have been sweeping around the side. They are coming around the side slightly, but not to the amount that they should have the right to. I think we've completely cleared up on this left now. There's a little bit of cav left. I've got a little bit of cav left to come back, so we're going to slowly come over. So the action's over here on the right. This little unit that he's done is just broken. That's a bit of a shame. But we have one that left, so we don't need to worry too much. Well, we do need to worry about it, but hopefully we'll have a bit of chance to bring them back. What I could do with probably looking at it is on my way around clearing out these 3 Julia, or come around the back of these 3 Julia units just to free up all of this, and then that's 6 more Spartans coming over here, which could make all the difference. See, Spartan Commander sent his cav in, cleared up those 2 units, and now they've probably got 4 or 5 units they can bring around the side of these Spartans unless we can block it up. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to. Stinger's got some legionaries that have just come back there, and he's just going to be a pain in the ass with them basically, and just use them to block off the cav if he can, so that's quite good. I've gone in for a charge in the back of the Julii, but what I've done is I've obviously changed my target right at the end again. It's a pain in the ass, that is. So they've lost all their effect. I'm going to come out now. Okay, bit of Julii cav right over here on the left. My units are slowly making their way. It's a bit frustrating really. I should have been running around obviously a lot quicker, but this is where you sort of learn, you really, as soon as you're done, just run them over to the area and then pick them up when they're done, rather than try and sort of pull them around in a nice corner motion. I went for a little charge over here on the right, but I didn't really do a lot. I just went to dwindle down the numbers. I'm going to pull my cav out of there now. There's no point hitting anything that's not got any infantry on it, so I'm going to wait for an opportunity to come. Cleared out these 2 units here. That's going to free up all of Craterus's Spartans in the middle there. He probably needs to reinforce this line here, which he looks like he's doing. Come around the top if he can, and then probably blank off these cav charges coming in from the back. I've pulled my cav right out because I was being chased by some urbans, so they'll be just sat out there for a minute. Not a lot going on. There's some pikes right out the back there, but they're going to just come back. Sending my units in. Am I actually going to give them a long run up? No. I've changed my target. I know what I've done. I went for the first one initially, and then I've changed it to reach the one right on the end so I run through them. I've got away with that. I've already got away with that because that's done us quite a lot of favours. All my infantry spilling around the sides now. Bit of Gladius's cav has come back. He's going to come across to the right to come up to my cav. I've got some infantry there though. I should be able to take him out. Kratos has got a nice defensive formation on the go here, so he can't get flanked. That's ideal. So it's up to me to sort of roll up from this side. Which is, if you think about it, a big spiral, because I started over here somewhere and I've come all the way around the back, and now I'm actually hitting them from sort of where Spartan commander started to hit his initial roll up from. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, and that's that. So yeah, that was pretty good. I should have paused it a couple of times. That's why I lost my train of thought a bit, because I sort of thought I should be doing something else here, and then I remembered, yeah, I usually pause it and catch up with things. But I hope I didn't miss too much. Quite an interesting battle. Yeah, everyone played well. Trying to think where it was won or lost. I would suggest that the Cataphracts wiping out 2/3 of the Julii Cav, both their Julii Cav, that did us the world of good. Yeah, and otherwise I just held my end up enough for them to be able to do that, and then we just rolled them up. So yeah, it's pretty good. Right. Yeah, good game to everyone. Let's see how the V-Likes did. 4 again, so yeah, hopefully we won't see them again, but you never know. Yeah, good game to everyone. See you later.
Follow me, Blaezer.